Hi, beautiful people. I'm excited to talk and share in this way on this platform again. It's been a while, but it's been a long, wild journey for me. The past 2 years, honestly. But there's been a theme that keeps presenting itself recently, and I thought it might help some others who are actively trying to embody their most ideal version of self. For those of you who have a vision of the way that you want to show up in the world and the kind of person that you want to be, you have an idea of the kinds of things you want to leave behind and the ways that you act and think that no longer resonate with this clear vision of your ideal. And this theme that's been coming up for me is the idea of forgiveness. And I think this is so important, not only for us to forgive ourselves, but others. And I'll give you an example why. So when we have an idea of the kind... Sorry, my phone gave me a little notification. My battery's about to die. When we have an idea of the kind of person we want to be, and we act out of alignment with that, we automatically, internally, shut down the notion that we have changed because we act in a way that was similar to former patterns of ours. So let's say you're with a group of people and you're working on being more conscious and less judgmental and more accepting and loving, and out of habit you say a comment that is maybe super hurtful or judgmental, or it's just something that comes out quick, that automatic response, acting out of habit. And yeah, you speak on that, and then as soon as you say it, you're around a group of people, so you're less likely to take that back. But internally, you've now associated yourself with you're still that person. And if we forgive ourselves enough to realize the second you recognize an action that doesn't resonate, that doesn't feel good within you, the second you recognize that is the second that you're not the person who acts in that way anymore. Because if you were that person, there would be no recognition that anything was out of alignment. So have the courage to, if you're in a group of friends, you say a comment and you feel yucky after, or it doesn't resonate, to be like, actually, I did not mean to say that. I didn't mean that. And here's how I actually really feel about it. Because then you're providing everyone with the opportunity to do the same. You're giving everyone the space to recreate themselves moment to moment and not fear that they're going to be held in a box of a certain way that they once were. It's like, honestly, holding ourselves accountable to the person that we were 5 years ago is maybe not holding accountable, but identifying with the person that we were 5 years ago is sometimes the same as identifying with the person we were 5 minutes ago. You are ever changing, and if you can allow yourself the space, you can forgive yourself enough to make a mistake and then recognize the exact opposite, the way that you truly want to be. This is how you'll start to allow yourself to actually cement changes in the way that you show up. it's, a friend and I were just talking about this too, and in that time that I spent in solitude, there was a lot of deconditioning I needed to do, and a lot of the times I thought that I was worried about what other people thought about me, which is why I didn't act in the ways that I wanted to act. But when I was alone and there was no one around, and I still wasn't acting on weird impulses or like calls of my soul to sing or to move in a certain way or to just do anything, I had to take a look and be like, wait, there's no one around. Who am I really afraid of? Who's really judging me? Am I really worried about what other people think of me? Or is there still a part of me that doesn't accept the aspects of myself that are wanting to be expressed? So just another thing to consider. And also, forgiveness comes into play when not just with yourself and you allowing yourself the space and the gentleness to grow into the person you're trying to be, but with others. If we have a set idea of a way that a person is, we have an idea of who they are in our mind. If we hold them to that, that gives them no room to improve, to change, to impress us, to surprise us. It creates an energetic box around people. And when you are open and allowing for yourself, you create the space for others to feel that they can do the same. I know it's hard when people have shown you time and time again that they are a certain way, but all we really can do is control who and how with what we spend our time, and our own perception of things, our own judgments of things. So consider having a more fluid perception, and consider allowing people to surprise you. Watch how just that slight energetic shift really makes a difference in how people start being around you. Forgive yourself for all past mistakes and forgive others for the same. When you forgive, you create so much space within yourself for all the things that you want, all the relationships that you want, all the love that you want to feel, the joy, the happiness, the expansion, the freedom. Holding on to ideas about yourself and the ways that you've acted that have hurt you or others, or holding on to what others have done to you, it fills your body with these stories, and it fills your body with energy that you don't want in it. It can be such a challenge to find that forgiveness. But when you do, I can promise you the freedom that you'll find is worth it, is fully worth it. So yeah, just some thoughts on forgiveness and change, and maybe question what I said earlier about, are you the one who's really judging you? Are you really scared of what other people will think about you? And in what ways can you actively forgive yourself moment to moment for thinking in a way you don't want to think, or acting in a way you don't want to think, acting in a way you don't want to act? How can you be more forgiving? How can you look at yourself as new in every moment? And from that place, I promise you, you will find parts of yourself that you never even knew existed, and you will allow for other people to do the same. And that's really what we all need, is just the feeling that we can be who we want to be. I love you so much. Don't be hard on yourself. Just forgive yourself. And then start working on forgiving others. But start with you. And know you're never stuck. And you can be whoever you decide to be, literally any moment. And the only person stopping you from doing that is you. So don't stand in your way. Okay? I love you.